Welcome back to the Blitz Award Show. Lenoris, no doubt one of the best in the PD in quite some time. Our 2022 Blitz Coach of the Year had a hand in that, and that's South Florence's Drew Marlowe, who has come in and turned the Bruins program completely around. Julia has the story.
I think it's a great reflection of our program and of our kids and of our assistant coaches, our administration, everybody involved. You don't get a Coach of the Year trophy unless you've got a really great team, and that's what we have here at South Florence.
And a great team is exactly what Marlowe had. His team went 15-0 on the season, with one of the more notable wins being over West Florence. The Bruins won the rivalry game 45-14.
Yeah, it was a big game for our community. It was a big game for us because we'd lost, I think, 6 in a row. And so, kind of overcoming the West Florence hurdle was big for our program, gave us a lot of confidence going into the playoffs. And, they're a great team and a great program, so anytime that you can kind of win a game like that and go into the playoffs with that kind of momentum is important for your success in the playoffs.
Marlowe took over the Bruins program in the spring of 2020. In his first year, they struggled, only winning 2 games, but improved that mark by 6 with 8 wins and competing in the playoffs the very next year. The key to his turnaround was all about the players.
Buy-in from the players. Anytime that you have the turnaround we've had, you have it because you have good players who are bought in and believe in the vision that you have. And it takes a lot of people to do what we did. And it's certainly not anything that I did on my own.
Marlowe said the key to this year's success was the leadership shown on the field by his upperclassmen. Without them, they may not have won a state championship.
Really proud of our kids and the way that they worked all year long. It took a lot of work to do this. And our kids sacrificed a lot to accomplish what they did this year, and just so proud of them. And our seniors, their legacy is this and will live on. And for our younger guys, we've got to go back to work and we've got to go do it again.
Alrighty, thank you, Julia. Let's dive into our Blitz offensive team now, the All Blitz offensive team. Lenoris Sellers, of course, one of 9 quarterbacks we selected this year, so let's introduce you to the others. Julia.
In Class 4A, West Florence duo threat Deuce Hudson led the Knights to the 3rd round of the playoffs this season. Also with the PD, Wilson's Tremel Eccles put up big numbers, over 2,000 passing yards and 30 touchdowns on the season. Marion's Gabriel Cusack led the Swamp Foxes to their 3rd straight Region 8-2A title. And Scotty Saylor of Carolina Forest broke 4 school records for the Panthers, including total yards and touchdown, leading his guys to the 3rd round of the Class 5A playoffs.
And the other 4 include Daniel Stanley of Vayner, who led their offense with 11 scores. Timion Bird of Marlborough County. Cam Cumbie accounted for 32 touchdowns in that high-flying Andrews offense. And state champion and record-breaking quarterback Hudson Spivey of PD Academy.
Moving to the running backs, 10 of them all together at Hannah Pamplico's Jamarcus Williams and West Florence's Darren Lloyd each ran for 2,000 yards. Dillon's Ty Martin not far behind them in yardage. Lotta's Jamarin Jones led the Vikings' resurgence in 2022, and Johnsonville's Taquan Barrows took the Flashes to the state championship back in December.
5 more running backs, a couple from our Skeeza schools. They include Bryson Scott of Trinity Collegiate, Jules Huntley, of Florence Christian, Marvin Gordon of Lakeview, and that duo threat from Hartsville, Georgia Southern commit Jay-Sean Anderson and Carmelo McDaniel, who will be back next year. 2nd straight year, those 2 have made the team.
Many more to